For this video, we're going to focus on subtracting fractions. Now, if you have watched my video on adding fractions, you should remember that as long as we have a common denominator between our two fractions, we can add them together. So, as this example is here, 7/12 plus 2/12, we have a common denominator of 12, so our answer would become 9/12. Pretty simple. Well, subtracting fractions is going to follow the same law. As long as we have a common denominator, we can subtract them. So what about, instead of adding them, we're going to subtract? Well, common denominator is here. 7/12 minus 2/12 gets us 5/12. Denominator stays the same, just like with addition, and we subtract our numerators. 7 minus 2 is 5. But what if we don't have a common denominator? Let's check that out now. Here I have 3/4 minus 5/9. Notice we do not have a common denominator. This has a 4 in the denominator. Here is a 9. So we're going to have to create some equivalent fractions so that they will have their common denominator. Now, since 4 and 9 are not related, we have to change both of those. So, knowing my multiples of 4 and 9, I know that the smallest multiple that they have in common, their least common multiple, is going to be 36. So that's going to become my common denominator between the two. But now we need numerators. So think to yourself, 4 times what gets me 36? And hopefully you say 9. So 4 times 9 gets me 36, and whatever I do to the denominator, I do to the numerator. So 3 times 9 gets me 27. That's a 9 there. Same thing on the other side. 9 times what gets me 36? Well, if 4 times 9 is 36, then that's a fact family. 9 times 4 is also 36. So then 5 times 4 gets me the numerator, which ends up being 20. Now I have a common denominator between the two of them, and I can subtract them. If I subtract them, 27/36 minus 20/36 gets me 7/36. At this point, I would have to start checking my answer to see if I can simplify. But I know that 7 is a prime number, so that means the only factors it has is itself and 1. And 36 has 1 as a common factor with 7, so it's already simplified. As long as we remember our steps from adding fractions on how to get our common denominators, because that's the key to adding or subtracting fractions, as long as we know those steps, we can add or subtract with ease. Get those common denominators, and then we can subtract them. Hope this helps, and good luck with your subtraction of fractions.